Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Sanderson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Delta. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 51. Leo. Mike 51. I'm on. Kill. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to White. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Hey, Wahoo!
To throw on second down, Sanderson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
To throw on third down, Sanderson. And this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here we go. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Check. Hey, orbit. Hey, alert. Mike's 50.
On first down, Sanderson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Mike 7. 50. Mike 50. Hey, 50 to Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Watch the out. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go.
Throwing on first down, Sanderson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Keep it up, defense. Five. Mike's 50. Here we go. Mike's 50. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 50's the mark. Hey, seam 6. Mike 50. 5.
On first and 10, Sanderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
I got you. Mike 50. Double dog. That's the way. Mike's 50. In the face. Mike 50. Oh, ready?
A final shot before break. Sanderson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Go! Come on,
So
set.
now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Bravo! Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Watch the screen! Shoot!
A final shot before break. Sanderson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jonnu Smith, as time expires in the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No problem there on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go!
2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, 2.
Operating from the gun, Sanderson drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. You got 3 down. Hey, wahoo!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, exit. Tight on the wrinkle. Alert. 3 down.
Back to throw. Sanderson. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. From the gun, Sanderson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie, watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, come on, hey, Orbit. Come get some. Come on, come on.
Operating from the gun. Sanderson got a man. It's Ross, complete. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking to throw. Sanderson. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
55, 55. Hey, defense, let's go. All right, 55. Ready?
Back to throw. Sanderson. It's caught. Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
Go! 8-3. 55,
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, team 6.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch out.
2nd and 10. Open man here. Sims complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Man, I got you. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll set up to throw. He's got White here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Root right, General, West. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Hot, hot.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Come on, set. 50, play. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Charlie. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Single, single. Scene 6. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, calm the crowd. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run. Switch.
He'll look to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mike 51, Mike 51. He can't hang. Let's go.
Now back to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Let's get it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tight ends right. Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Tighten up. Check 4. 22 jet bomber. Orbit. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Go.
So that'll back him up 5. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Sanderson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
55, Mike 55. Here we go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 4th down, Sanderson looking deep for Jennings. It's caught inside the 25. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other...
And he's across for the touchdown, and in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Bravo! Yes!
They're going to look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long.
51, Mike. Mike, 51. Go. Guys, pick it up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really